Hello, hello. I am going to be working on um, a fun little surface today, where a fun little project where I worked on this earlier. And so I would use the metallics to do angel wings. And a lot of this I did using my stencils. So I kind of want to show you how fun it is to come up with something really creative that you can do and do it with stencils, from little jar stencils to this one was angel wings and the metallic. All right. And so I have different stencils, and what I'm sharing with you today is all about using product that I have on my website. And I just love to come on show that. I haven't been here in a while. Just want to say hello. Love you, sweetheart. And this stencil has all kinds of vases and jars on it. Okay, can you see that? All kinds of vases and jars. And I made that for us who can't get both sides straight. This one's angel wings. And I made sure, just called the metallic angel wings. Yeah, I made sure that you have 6 different ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones. And let me show you. Um, Let me put something behind it so you can kind of see it better. There we go. All right. So this is the one I just did here where I laid them next to each other. All right. And this is all metallic and it just shows really pretty. But you can have them where they're hanging down and you flip it and do both sides. All right. And this one, they can be up really beautifully up behind an angel, or I want to put clusters of flowers and show you that. I also made it where these can be up high on both sides, or I've done this angel wing where it's coming down. And when I used this once, I did it up here and then I took it all the way around and did it and did it and did it till it fanned and was really pretty. So these are stencils that I created, and I created them for templates, guys, so that when you're working and painting, what happens is if there's something that's not as, I don't like having to try to measure and make it look exact. And so new stencil of these wings, yes. Thank you. And so see how you can see the spine and the paper edge and all the different, I have a large sizes and small sizes. But what's really awesome about this stencil is that you can make it as a box too, but it already has the perspectives for you. So you can flip it both ways. I've done a stack of books from this stack stacking up, and then I put all the smaller ones on the top of that. And you see those everywhere right now in paintings where they have the books and then they have a vase or a jar or flowers on top. And so I think that's really fun. I think it's something that you guys will enjoy doing. I wanted to come on and paint some fun stencil things on a canvas so that you can kind of see that I like it for a background too. And so we have different, this is a new stencil also. And I want to show this to you and tell you why I created this, just because it's going to make a difference in your designs. All right. So I painted this one day in one of my classes. I think this was on Patreon. And when I painted this, I thought, oh, I would love to have this kind of stencil, like just the background stencil. And then we could put everything else on top really quick. So I put masking tape here, painter's tape, and then I did a faux background. And then I made this stencil so that you can quickly stencil this all over your background. Now, I wanted to tell you a little trick about this stencil. Most of my stencils, I just go like this on top of the stencil. And you could do that on most of this. But these little guys that are really small, you have to take and pounce to get those to show through, because you want them really petite and fun. I let this one be like a shadow, but I could get it just as loud or dense as these are. So I just want you to see what happens there. So that's called Wildflower, guys. And I want to show you some of the stencils are like, this is one stencil Hey, my first live. Hey, Mary. This is just one stencil that has this broken vintage background. And then it has the thistles. And then it has a stamp and it has a butterfly. And I made it 12 by 12 so it fits 11 by 14 really easily. So you can make a couple sections of this broken design. And then it says words on it. So I ombre this in the background from dark blue, medium blue, and light. Then I stencil just white on it mostly, except for the thistles. All right, so look at this one. All right, so I used black on the whole background, and then I came back over it with a little bit of ghost and gray or white. Look how pretty the thistles look. So the thistles, I put the thistle like 2 times on here. And then the stamps on there, your butterflies on there. And I made this taller because I wanted this in the bottom part to have the gold showing. Okay. So, and then you can put any flowers on here. So it's done. And then you just put one flower or a couple of flowers. So if I really would love you just to go check out my stencils and see what you think about it. I think you will find out that it makes painting so fun and makes your designs different than anybody else's. And so what I wanted to share with you tonight is we've been doing a lot of fall things. And what I want you to see is that we can create any kind of decor. We can create gifts for people. I'm all about making money and saving money, all about you teaching classes and trying to get more of you to come become teachers. And guess who my best teachers are? My best teachers are the ones who've never painted before that want to paint. They come on, they paint with me, they watch me paint. You get free lessons every single week on my YouTube channel, the Donna Dewberry channel. But I just want you to know that if you feel like you've never painted and you've always wanted to, and I shouldn't say become a teacher right now, but I have to tell you, if you paint something and you really like it, it'd be really nice to go paint it with your friends. All right. So I wanted you to see that I have great stencils that make a difference in your art. And I don't use them like regular stencils. I use them for backgrounds and fun effects. Right. So I just want you to see that. I'm going to take some of this treasure gold. And since I was doing that angel, there's all kinds of birds and other things that you can purchase from me that you can go on here. I'm going to put the angel wings first. It's going to be a fun little Christmas project. So I think I'm going, I don't know which one I should use. Let's put this tall angel wing in here. Okay. And I'm going to use Treasure Gold. Thank you for being on with me tonight. Go to onestroke.com and find any of the things that special deals. I got bonuses and there, bundles to make it inexpensive for you to try. I've got the best kit. If you've never painted before, you want to learn one stroke with me. This kit's I think right now it's under $60 or it's right at $60. It has 5 amazing quality brushes, not craft brushes. You got to have a good brush. And you can it comes with 10 paints, 1 floating medium, 50 guides that you paint on top of. It comes in a box and it teaches you flowers with free 50 videos that go with it. It's like a super deal. And invest in yourself, guys, because this is a great way for you to learn how to paint with me. And you can use those paints and paint when I'm showing you how to paint online with me. All right, so see how fast that happens? You ever have to clean stencils or I'm bad. I don't clean them, but if you have fine detail stencils, you do want to clean so the paint doesn't clump up on it. But I want you to know that all my stencils I'm just doing for backgrounds and all. So I don't worry about them being super clean all the time. But one thing that I used to do when I wasn't going like a crazy woman is I would get those scrapbooking plastic bins and I'd put some alcohol or sudsy water, and I would drop this into it while I'm through. And then when I'm through doing some painting and all, I go sit down, and they all just kind of wipe off and clean off pretty easily. All right, you can use a wet wipe as you go. Just be really careful. I'm going to come over here a little bit further away and flip it over. I had to wipe it because I was flipping it over. Okay, so then this is what I want you to see. I love to come on and just share with you what one stroke painting is and how fun it is. But I also want you to go to my website, onestroke.com, and see what I have for you, where I'm traveling to, where we're going to be, where you can just pop in and see us when we're teaching a workshop or a mini event somewhere. And I am online all the time, teaching every Monday night, every Wednesday night. You can come on and join. So think about that. Come. Subscribe means you get all this free stuff about how to learn how to do this with me. And then the lives that I do. But if you become a member, it's called One Stroke Advantage, and you click join, and it's about $10 a month. You can then come on and get all my product for 20% off on the website. So if you go and join today, if you go to youtube.com and you put in Donna Dewberry and you join means you're going to pay $10 a month, but you can quit at any time. You wish you had my energy. Sometimes I have a lot. All right. And you can then go right over and purchase anything on my site with a big code that's there for this month. And next month you get another code. All right. So you get to try it and see if you like it. And I tell you to invest in 1 month and kind of see what we're doing on there and see what you think. How's that sound? All right. So I just want you to check out stencils and see the different kinds of stencils. I'm going to let this dry for a minute, but what I want to share with you is something really fun. It's perfect for the holidays. And this is one of those that I've been teaching. I've already shown this online before. Now this stencil, look at this. Now what happens with this stencil is it's got all the Nativity. It's got the creche. It's got small and tall, big and small camels, a small Jerusalem, a large Jerusalem. This is all the windows, little small palm trees and big palm trees, and the whole family, the Holy Family. So what I show you is how you put the little ones here, the bigger ones way back there, or vice versa, whichever you want. But in this perspective, it's got the shepherd. I did the animals and Joseph, Mary, and the baby. This is glitterific from my website. All right. And these are little palm trees. But look, I want you to see this now with the same stencil. Look what I did. In the same stencil, I took these wood rings and I did Jerusalem white with gold. And I was doing the 2 large camels, but I wanted one walking away. So I went to the small camel and put a small camel, and look how cool it looks like I made it that way. And see the shadows. And I also have resin. The resin takes 3 minutes to stir it. And we put these up on solo cups so they drip. And I didn't sand off the dripping yet, but you can put tape, painter's tape, so you don't have to. You can pull that off afterwards. But I want you to see that you just pour this and you take your heat gun and you get the bubbles out, and look how cool that is. All right. To put it on, we did, what did we do? 35, no, we did 50 ornaments and one of these big pieces with the 16 ounce, but the 8 ounce is really good. You can do a ton of ornaments this size. All right. And it ends up being about $1 on those to do that. And look how it changes your painting. So look at this one. All right. So this is using the stencils with colors instead of just silhouettes. All right. So how cool is that? This one is, I think you'll really love it. That is, see, that's got all of that in one stencil. And I bought stencils before with nativities, and I had to buy more than one to get them all. You got this one last year. Awesome. All right. So then I want you to see this guy. this is another stencil, and it is, I want you to see, oops. All right, one more, and then I'm going to finish painting my project for you, okay? All right, so this is my ornaments, okay? So in this stencil, you're getting, I don't have the stencil out here, but I'll show you. I'll show you how I did this. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this from getting paint on everything. Okay. So what I want you to see is this is I have a packet for this also, and I want you to see what the packet is. It's called Old Holy Night, and in here, this is the stencil. You stencil on the face, and then the hair, and then the white clothing. All right, and that's the full picture. So step by step, the star is a different one. There's 2 steps. You stencil their faces. It's 3 steps. Their faces, then the hay, and then baby Jesus and the detail. So I want you to see that those are all the steps if you buy the packet, and so you can see it up close. There's if you trace, this is if you trace it. So I'm going to show you that in this packet, you're going to get those patterns even if you don't have the stencil. So you can trace those on, and then this is all the colors to go with it. And so if you want to check this out, let me show you what I have. All right, these are with resin on them, okay? And this is my version, and this is my friend's version with the same thing, using the same colors, but she did her look, and I did mine. So here it is. Let me tell you, this is the thing I know for a fact, that drawing and tracing all these items onto ornaments would make you crazy. And I have 34 grandchildren, so if I wanted to do this little guy for all these little children, I would be crazy. But so I said, I got to have a stencil. I got to have a stencil that has the Star of David, that has the fun little farm animals, even without eyes. Have the wise man. I love my wise man. All right. Have the Holy Family, the shepherds. And so look how it looks with resin on it. All right. Isn't that kind of fun? But you can seal that with just a shiny varnish. But this is what I want you to see. These are on my website. You can get these gallery glass surfaces, and when it hangs on the tree, the greenery from the tree shows through, and they look like they're floating on your tree. So there's Mary, Joseph, and baby, and I just came down with white a little bit taller. Can you see? I just filled up in there. All right, and they're fast. All right, so can you imagine doing all that detail? Well, almost all this detail it comes right off with a stencil brush and the different separations of the stencil. And then I take a little dotting tool. This is called a wipe away tool. Where is my wipe away tool? Anyway, the wipe away tool here does all these little dots and all this detail and the eyes and everything. This little tool is very inexpensive. It's a wipe away tool. And there's a second tool that goes with it. If you pay $1 extra, you get 2 pieces. But anyway, oh, here it is. Here it is. They're rubber tips, and they work really great. All right. And my sets of brushes are always on there. Stencil brushes are there. And the value pack green handle brushes are great for you. My most sold brushes. If you want to learn any of my stuff, please go to onestroke.com and even put bundles. And bundles will take you to the best deals if you're starting out. The 13 paint colors that you can paint with me every week. There's a set of brushes that I use on a regular basis that are there. And look, this value pack brush is 10 of my most used brushes. And it's less than $20. I think it's right at 20. But if you have that 20% coupon, you get it off anything you purchase. This is if you really have been painting and you want to feel fancy. These are the nicest brushes I've ever made. There's 13-piece set with all kinds of specialty. 10 of my most used brushes. 13 brushes that have some specialty brushes added to it. And that's all on my website. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today. It's onestroke.com spelled out. Onestroke.com. And so all of this and the paints and the stencils are right there for you to get and find out. The one thing that I talked about that's important for you to see is the A to Z kit. And this A to Z kit's what I was just telling you about. All right. So look what happens here. And this is messy because I've been painting in here all day. All right. So here is 10 full bottles of paint. You see that? There are 10 bottles of paint, multi-surface. The best part of multi-surface is they go on multiple surface. Glass, metal, ceramic, canvas, indoor, outdoor. Every bottle of paint has sealers in it. And the sealer makes it so you can paint on the glass. You can put it in the oven or not put it in the oven. You can drink out of them and use them. And you're going to get full bottles. You get 10 of these bottles. You get the floating medium that I'm always using, so you'll know. I see your treasure gold paint. I know, I got it everywhere. I've got it on me. I've got it everywhere from when I was painting on my short. All right, so that's what you get. And you get 50 reusable teaching guides. All right, 50. So you're going to look when you go to my website, you put AZ kit, just AZ kit, and it'll pop up. All right. So this is the VAT Super Deal, best selling kit I've ever sold, unless I'm selling on 60,000 of them on the shopping channel years ago. But what I'm going to share with you is that these are high quality, really good brushes. You get a scruffy brush that I created. You're going to get the 2 flat brushes, a 3/4 and a 12, an angle brush so you can do leaves if you never thought you could do leaves, and a 2 script liner. But this is the beauty. You get 50 of these lessons. And this is what I'm telling you. This is what people say. This is like having the teacher at home in a box. When you open the box, it's like it's me there with you, because you have the exact laminated guide. You're going to take and load the brush, and you have the video, the free tutorial videos with it. So you're going to load that brush. You're going to practice the stroke. All right. You go up and over. The arrows tell you. Then you paint number 1, number 2, number 3. We do it together. All right. I do the loading and all in a double loader. I teach how to use all of this right with it. And these are little slider, little green leaves that we use this angle brush with. But there's 50 of these. All right. So I tell you, just think if you learn 2 a week, and I promise you, there's like 4 roses, there's pansies, all kinds. And if you practice in an hour, paint something, and send me an email and said, oh my gosh, look what I painted in 1 hour. I'm telling you. And we all deserve an hour to ourselves. So you need to set your time and say, this is my time. All right. So I can't give you a better deal than this. And this is what most people testify it was their best kit ever. All right. So what I'm telling you is that you're going to get, why is it not closing? All right. You're going to get the box to store it in. And I painted my original, but the paint company kept it. And you're going to get the lessons and the floating medium and the full bottles of paint. Okay. That sound good? All right. Are you ready for me to paint? Yes. I need to get back and do my job, right? All right. So I'm going to put some colors out, Juneberry white and some greens. How's that sound? And I want you to see that, excuse me, we could take a pencil and we can make a couple of circles even. The bottles or glass, bottom of a glass, and we can paint a couple of ornaments hanging here. All right. And then I'm going to make some of these this pretty color. All right. So I'm going to get a little bit of, oh, I need floating medium. I'm going to get a little bit of white and then work with my Juneberry. Okay, white, Juneberry, and I already have some medium on there. And so I want you to see that I'm going around. Let's come around here. And I haven't been doing any Christmas, so I thought I'm going to just do this Christmas with you. And what I do is I like to share with you my stencils and more, all my tools, all the things that makes painting easy. A to Z is a great deal. Thank you, Miss Donna. I just have to tell you, you guys will be thanking me. I get so many testimonials. All right. So I want you to see, I want to make one that's darker and I'm going to get bigger. That's a little small. 16 flat. 16 flat doesn't come in the 10-piece set, so that's one you might want to buy separate. But my brushes are really good price for quality brushes, though, just to let you know. All right. Now, I am going to make this one white down here, but I'm going to show you that in a minute. All right, because what I want to do is show you how fast. Oop, I meant to put green first, but just forgive me. I just want to start painting some flowers for y'all. All right, so we're going to come in here and we're going to pick up white. And we get on and we do practice strokes together. You can just come in on and binge on the Friday classes, the practice strokes, because what you do is you watch Relax and Paints on Wednesday, the new ones, and then you go and say, oh my gosh, I need to see that flower slower. And you go over to learn the petals or the leaves or whatever. You go to practice strokes and look for my leaves, look for my angle brush. How do you paint with an angle brush? And that's how you go practice until you feel comfortable doing the relax and paint. And I try to make relax and paint something that's fun, that you can enjoy as you're learning. I have certified instructors all over, actually all over the world, but I have lots of them in the US here. And we're always looking for new people who would love to learn how to paint one stroke and then go teach it. All right, this is Juneberry. All right, Juneberry is one of my favorite new colors, and you can use it with some other really pretty. Oh, I got to stop painting those, and with real pretty like Prussian blues, darker blues, and all, and with the golds. I need my greenery before I get carried away anymore. Okay, so I'm going to come here and we're going to put a little bit of gold in the greenery too. After I put this on there, I just want to do a little quick project with you. I've already used 28 minutes of your time, but I want you to see that I'm going to go in here with a thicket and a citrus. Okay, now I want you to see that I can come right in here and do really fun pine needles. I can also use a rake brush to do that, but really loose and fun. And that needed some medium because it's a little too stiff. All right, so loose, 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 loose. And it can come in here and hold that ornament up. All right, so see, I'm just on the chisel, and that's what's going to make all that. I can also come in here with the rake brush. All of these brushes I'm showing you can get in my 13-piece set, or you could buy them separate with a green handle, which is usually what I use the most, but just showing you. Now I'm going to get a little bit of water for this because I need this to be thin. All right, can you see that? All right, now, all right, have I said that enough times? All right, so we're going to come up here and I can take and do really light watercolor effects and do a few of those really pine evergreen. Okay, like a watercolor effect back here. All right, let's put some more. Now look how fast you can create something that you never thought you could. All right, you're just coming in here with greenery, and then we'll put some berries. But I want you to see, let's just put a really pretty holly leaf, or let's just do right in here. I'm going to come in here, and let's add a little bit of white, and it picks up a little bit of pink. All right, we can come in here. Okay, let's pick up a little bit of white. I just want the angel wings to be kind of in the background. All right, and okay, let's get a little bit of white. Okay, so now let's put a little bit of gold in here. All right, I already put gold out on one of these plates. I'm not sure where it is. Maybe not. All right, so yeah, there we are. I just want you to see, guys, that this was the angel wings with just black. It's on a gray art paper. And then this was my angel wing that I put on. This is a different angel wing. And I used licorice and gold, licorice, and fire coral. All right, so this is really awesome on black. All right, so what I want to share with you is we're going to come in here and I can just add some gold leaves here and there, and let's put this last ornament, which could come around. Look at this. It could just be a gold ornament. All right. And I could have this one hanging down here. All right. You can do one coat and let it dry, or use your heat pen and come back. Oh my goodness. I need a stencil for these round guys. Don't, oh, I know what I've got. I've got daubers, sorry. That's what I need. All right, so you got to let this dry and then come in and do some more. But you can also come in here and do the caps on the top of the ornaments. Right here. Okay, and we can add some white and gold. All right, and come right in here. And make a few extra roses with white and gold. So I love doing pillows. IKEA has those $4 and $5 pillows, and all the way up to a 20 by 20. And every holiday, I like to make pillows that I paint this on, and the stencil makes it painting so much easier. You can also come in here with the gold. So floating medium. This brush is stiff. There we go. So floating medium, and then come in here and get the gold. Okay, and you can come and you can follow the pattern and put more gold in here. Look, we can just paint it in like that. See, it's transparent at first. And then you can come in with some white and add some more detail. Okay. You see how you can see through, but yet have that yummy gold. And you can have gold around the outside. All right, so see, there's two different ways to look at it. And then here is, oops, I got too much gold. I mean, too much white. But look at this. I can come right around here. And I've got to turn it so you see. All right, little bits of white. I love coming on and showing you one stroke painting. Go to onestroke.com and check out all my wonderful tools and everything to be able to follow along with me on my lessons every week right on my YouTube channel. Okay. And I love to go and see how many people are on there looking around because I can tell if it's worth coming on and doing lives. And I tell my husband, look, there's all these people watching because they looked at my live and they wanted to come on and see. So see, you can get more detail on there. You can also come in here with these tops right here, the caps of the ornament. And you can come right in here and put the little gold caps right on top. Can you see the caps on top of the ornaments? All right, and I didn't put it there. Okay. You'll see how fast that was. I know I'm quicker, but you can still create something you never thought you could. And then you can come along here and put a glare. All right. And you can do a twinkle, a twinkle. You can go little twinkle. Okay. So what do y'all think? I didn't spend a lot of time on it. Just want you to see it's a fun little having the tools that you need and the fun product that you need to work with makes it really a great thing. If you're trying to see, like, I want to learn, have you ever just wanted so bad? Is that a mat board? This is a 14 by 14 canvas. And I didn't base coat it. Oops, I might have to now. I didn't base coat it. I just started painting on it. And I'm going to come back next time and keep adding roses and all to this with the Juneberry because I think it's so pretty. And I just want you to show you also is that you can take the fan brush in our set that we have, or the green handle fan brush right here. And I want you to see that I can come right here and make it inky. Okay. And I'm just going to come on here. Oops, I need more water. And do gold this way too. All right. And I'm going to keep painting on it. All right. I need that angel wing stencil. Yes, you do. And I just got it back in stock. They sold out 3 times. We buy 50 to 100 at a time and they just go. All right. So think about the books save you so much time. The books and the vases and jars and vases. The mason jar is the most popular. You can make it larger and taller just by doing the sides. This I make into a snow globe. This vase, you can move it wider. And so all these stencils are made for you to be able to create something you didn't think you could do. Look at this. This is with that vase, the vase and jar stencil. There is the big round vase that I turned into a snow globe. And I've turned these into candlestick holders. All right. So look, We make transparent jars that you can, and I have perfume jars and all of this. Look at the evergreen. This is just on paper. And I got an inexpensive frame and framed it. And it's just that gray art paper. So how fun is that? Quick and easy. And it's a great gift. All right. I hope you liked watching what I was doing tonight. If you go back and look at some of the other painting I did right here on these lives, look, this is all to go together. All right, this is Juneberry with bright pink neon. All right, and you saw the nativity. Don't forget, you got to get your nativity stencils. Perfect time before I run out. I've got the ornaments and the nativity silhouettes. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Thank you for being on. I appreciate it. And please go try me for a month. It's $10 commitment for a month. Just trying to see what you think. You're going to get 20% off. And people tell me in their first order, they save more than $10 on the website. All right. Hello, Miss Joanne. Thank you, all my friends out there. I appreciate you guys being on. I just want to come quick and easy before it's been a long day. But I thought I'm going to come and share with y'all. I appreciate you. And this is to celebrate the gathering our talents together and celebrating and being grateful for the blessings God's given us. And we have talents, but you got to find those talents, practice those, and get and see yourself grow. Love you guys. Bye bye.